On this crime seemed like night, Kevin swallowed his pride, stuffed all room money into a bag, and obeyed the robber. Seeing the robber with a good mood, things turned awkward. The robber glared at Kevin with hatred, aimed his gun, forcing him down. In the car, after getting the money, he removed his mask, revealing he was a luxury store owner's boyfriend. What a twist. Luckily, Janice survived miraculously, returning to the hotel to call his family Ed desperately sought. His mother said police were already on to him. If Janice obeyed the police, he could evade the law. His mother's words moved him, leading him to discuss surrendering over the phone. Once they had Tika, her boyfriend was just excess baggage. In front of Black Panther, the Butcher Gang made quick work of Tika's boyfriend, pulling him into the chilling void of the unknown. Even though her boyfriend betrayed her, Tika still had mixed feelings. Watching her boyfriend's lifeless body, all she could think about was revenge. After a meticulous search, Tika found a meat hook but was caught immediately. See bad timing. The Butcher Gang members had the gun pressed firmly against Tika's head, making the situation tense and complex in an instant. But just then, the two of them unexpectedly launched a counterattack that took the Butcher Gang members completely by surprise, leaving them utterly unprepared. After stealing a car, they fled, leaving the slow Russian shut. During the shootout, Black Panther was hurt. Tika treated his wound. The two decided to betray their promise, dig first, and share later. They found an empty hole at the stash spot. Clearly, someone had beat them to it and taken all the money. Given the day they had, it all made sense. Meanwhile, the police had arrived at Panda's house to question his dad. Although Dad denied everything with Panda's recent performances, they started putting the Dad claimed hating Panda today, promising high life if kept hush for a while. Distrusting Panda, Dad insisted on coming to get the cash. Panda had never really felt paternal love, and now that he learned Dad just wanted to score money, he had mixed feelings. Panda wanted the money, but Dad doubted it. Knowing Panda had cash, his first reaction was to rely on him. Panda made a groundbreaking decision, bought top-shelf liquor, crushed sleeping pills into it, and took the special supply home. Seeing Dad drink, Panda felt relieved. Now he had to deal with his betraying girlfriend. His girlfriend betrayed him and stole his hard-earned money. Panda stopped her on her way home, and though she sensed something was wrong, she stayed alert. However, at her corner, Panda intercepted her, dragging her into a deep alley. Hearing that Janice had returned safely, Kevin felt joyous, hurriedly running towards Janice, only to be captured by the police who were lying in wait. After being caught, Kevin was filled with confusion. He couldn't fathom why his girlfriend chose to betray him at the last moment. Soon, Kevin's arrest made headlines. Police swiftly handled extradition, brought him back, consistently probing his accomplices. If Kevin played ball, he could potentially reduce his sentence and reunite with his son sooner, yet he steadfastly refused to betray his. Instead, Kevin claimed that all the plans had been leaked from the Butcher Gang, insisting that if the police wanted more intel, they should just ask the Butcher Gang. Everyone seemed to admire this soft-skinned pretty boy, constantly asking Kevin how his time in Italy. Luckily, Kevin's dad arrived just in time. Being the big boss in the prison, everyone listened to him and left Kevin alone. With such a support system, Kevin finally found his footing in prison. After a comfortable stretch, Janice was willing to finally meet him. Kevin said he forgave Janice but still couldn't understand his betrayal. Janice countered he had no choice. Pregnant, if not for snitching, the baby would be born in prison. Was this Kevin's wish? Upon hearing this, Kevin was speechless. Janice reminded him to behave, as prisoners are allowed at their child's birth by law. He hoped Kevin stayed out of trouble, else his parole was lost. Even if Kevin didn't seek it, trouble found him. Because he revealed the plan, members of the Butcher Gang started getting apprehended, and soon enough, the Russian made his way to prison too. As he entered, the Russian fixed a murderous gaze on Kevin. Dad naturally recognized the feud between the Russian and Kevin. He followed the Russian to his room and declared that Kevin was his son. He warned the Russian, mess with Kevin, his son suffers too. As a precaution, he gave Kevin a knife for self-defense. However, who would have guessed that the next day Kevin woke up to find his father dead right in front of him? Watching the coroner carry away his father's body, the other prisoners who knew him offered their condolences. Though Kevin wanted to avoid trouble, his father's murder wasn't trivial. He gripped the knife and headed to the Russian cell, determined to settle with this jerk. Want to catch a good show? Look at these fresh contents. Definitely don't miss out. If planning to buy a car, click bottom left for Car Central. Check rankings on homepage for sales and discounts, practical and convenient. Is a car good? Check actual sales, no more confusion when choosing. Plus, real owners' experiences. Buying a car is worry-free now. Suddenly, Kevin's name was called in prison. Janice was about to give birth, so Kevin was authorized to meet his child first. With mixed nerves, Kevin arrived at the hospital, only to be blocked by a doctor, who said the prisoner had to wait next door for results. Upon seeing the doctor, Kevin immediately recognized it as Tika. Thanks to her ex-boyfriend's spending spree, Kevin made a successful escape, while Tika, sensing the trouble, hurriedly took off. This unexpected twist certainly wasn't what Kevin wanted, especially since the situation was already quite tricky. Prison life is always full of challenges, but Kevin wasn't going to sit around doing nothing. He continued to seek ways to escape. Indeed, Kevin's plans had to be meticulous, otherwise his life would be in serious danger. Kevin knew that the places he often visited were now under police surveillance, but thankfully he had a secret hideout with Panda. Sure enough, Panda appeared as wished but pointed a gun at Kevin, ordering him to kneel. Though confused, Kevin obeyed. This was just Panda's prank. After firing, he snipped Kevin's handcuffs with pliers, leaving Kevin marveling Panda stayed the same. The good Brothership remained. Kevin shared his and Janice's stories with Panda, apologizing for his guilt. They reminisced about the past,